Many companies that implement AI solutions make the same mistakes as each other, and I see it time and time again. Here are the top mistakes that companies make when implementing AI and how you can avoid them. The biggest mistake is that they don't do any or hardly any pre-work. They don't do any of their own discovery, and that can mean that you get caught up in all kinds of knots. One, you don't align the parts of the business that need to be aligned on a strategy like this. AI is not a quick fix point solution. It is a long-term strategy. You need to have all different parts of the business aligned on what you're trying to achieve and how you're going to achieve it. The second thing is that you don't do any pre-work on your use cases and channel priorities. Where does it make sense to start? What are your short-term priorities and what use cases are going to enable you to prove the value of this kind of technology? That means that you don't spend any time gathering requirements. Now, requirements come in two forms. They come in the shape of technology requirements from a technology provider. So if you're going to implement an AI solution tomorrow, you need to bring in capabilities to enable your company to do that. Most companies don't think about those capabilities in enough detail to be able to adequately select a technology partner. Many companies actually go out to tender to actually speak to vendors in order to gather requirements, which is ass about face, because you end up with requirements that align perfectly to one specific vendor. Then there's business requirements. There's going to be requirements internally within your organization that you're going to need in place to implement a successful solution. That could be resource requirements, it could be skill sets, it could be technology requirements, it could be data access requirements, data creation requirements, governance requirements, and a whole bunch of other things that many people overlook because they think that AI is an out-of-the-box solution that doesn't require any organizational support, buy-in, governance or strategy or structure. So without doing some due diligence and some good discovery work, some pre-work before you look to implement a solution, without that, you'll go to market too early, you will likely find the wrong solution, you will be influenced and swayed by vendor interests instead of being influenced and swayed by business interests. And ultimately, if you can still hear me through this wind, the chances of failure are greatly increased. So, before you implement an AI solution in any part of your business, just pause for a second and make sure that you've done the right kind of discovery, the right kind of pre-work, and make sure that you're ready to take the journey.